Alright, I think we're live. Again, we're in the middle of dialogue because I was gonna do this off stream because I didn't really have a reason to go live right now. And you know, so just suddenly felt like I'm so random sometimes. But yeah. Let me get chatting here, hold on. We're in the middle of dialogue because and also let me mute it because I'm YouTube with audio, okay. Alright, so context for anyone who wants to know, though can't really explain the story in full because I'm already like, well, I wouldn't say I'm halfway, I'm like at the beginning, but I already did an entire quest about this. But relics were stolen from Tuliolal. They had souls of Tralvidral with them. We already knew this. This one in specific was stolen by someone who is this Leofine is the name. Who is suspected to have been a knight of Ishgard, but also really usually hasn't been up to no good, to the point where whatever they did, I don't know what it was, but they were banished from the knights. And yeah, now she has this relic alongside, as much as the others also had one, that was stolen from Tuliolal with the soul of a Tralvidral. Do we know what it is yet? All I know is it has the powers to put others to sleep. And to also always remain awake. Who was it? I feel like we've already known, like, they've already told us, but I played this quest, like, earlier in the morning and I already forgot. Who was the Tralvidral, who was the animal monster, whatever, that had that power? I forgot. I swear they've already told us, but I'm pretty sure I just forgot. But yeah, basically the power to put others to sleep and remain awake. It's crazy how they have, because like that could probably be used on a large scale. All these villains so far of the Unbound, this group that stole those relics, have like, well, some of them are stronger than others, but overall they have like a really powerful weapon, like a magical weapon, whatever you call them. I guess you can't kind of refer to as magic, but anyways, and they're just like the dumbest villains. So like they use it, they don't really use it properly. Like if it was on the hands of someone smart, like we'd be done for. Not really done for, but I mean it would pose a big threat. But yeah, like someone had the power to use poisons, and also the power to cure those. And yeah, they had the idea to poison waters, which yes, that would be very dangerous. But they always misuse it like in a silly way, like poisoning themselves, and I mean, who knows, like there's so many things. Like if someone's smart enough that went like, oh, I could use this for good, but like instead of like just like showing myself off and constantly misusing this, I should probably stay hidden, research how this thing works, and poison the entirety of Vilbrand. Yeah, could have just done that, but no, instead they were like silly villains, which kind of counterbalances. But yeah. This is another one of those quest lines, but in Ishgard. Hey, Saffron, Sename, how are you guys doing? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's Oshihame? Wait, what's Oshi? Part of the name now? Or is that a reference to something? How are you doing though? Good to see you again. Should ride it all this way just remain out to see this prospect. We need to scour every black alley and chat it all quick before anyone catches something much worse than a cold. It's a pretty powerful sleep spell, from what I know as well, so I wonder how much it can be used. I bring good tidings. The Temple Knights wasted no time in distributing handbills across Ishgard containing Leofines, or Leofine, whatever the name is pronounced. Description. These efforts have already borne fruit. We recently received a report of someone matching her features being sighted. Really, where? She was sighted near Camp Dragonhead by a patrolling sentry. He described a woman with red hair and a distinct scar on her forehead. The outpost can be reached by passing through the gates of Judgment heading east. Once there, speak with Sir Ojinwa for the full report. I think she should show herself. Let's hurry. This is the last one. I already completed all the other Unbound quests. Well, I say the last one. That is not counting the Master World quest that you get at the end. For every expansion, including this one. I'm pretty sure they already released it. I think it's usually released on the 0.1 patch. We're on 0.4. So I think they already released it, but I'm not so sure. But I'm pretty sure they did. I was informed you were on your way. This is concerning the report by one of our sentries, yes? He cited a woman matching the description of the anvil sent by the congregation. She was heading south along the footpath, but that is all we know. Yes. Well, fast, so she'll send 8 at once. Okay, she probably used it. Makes sense to use it not in the main city, because, I mean, if you use it in the capital, everyone's gonna know what happened. The shipment of supplies was waylaid by monstrous beasts. Oh, so they were not put to sleep? Continental Light should have been protecting it. Ah, no, something is amiss, okay. They were probably put to sleep. They need our help. We will be in your debt. The shipment was attacked on the road west of the observatorium. If almost 3 more nights, please go find my men before any lives are lost. Do you ever feel like a drowned corpse? I'm not sure like what would fit that description, so I'm not sure. I don't think so. Do you mean like extremely tired, or like if you can describe that? There are some types, but it's more like a mental thing, not a physical sensation, where I feel extremely tired, like mentally, that I can't even like get up. I just end up on the couch and like can't do anything, can't even scroll. Sometimes I can scroll, but literally can't do anything else. Other times I don't even have the energy to scroll. And like even if I want to like, oh, I want to go play a game on my PC, or like, oh, I want to log on to Project Sekai on my phone, which my phone would be next to me, I just don't have the energy to do it. I don't think that counts as like... Oh, you're doing a yo. Okay. I don't know the reference. As I said, I have not seen the song. I know about it, like I will look into it eventually, but I'm not looking into it today, sorry. So I've not seen the reference. Honestly, I'm kind of just trying to rush everything today, because I really want to get progress in the stories. I felt like I wasted too much time in the beginning of my holidays. So I'm trying to essentially make up for it by, without to the point, because I'm not doing that mistake again. I used to do that mistake a lot. Without being to the point where I'm forcing myself, to do something like a story or anything, but whenever I feel like it, I will take every opportunity to do that story, be it FF14, be it Bandery, etc. So I really am not doing a lot of like outside stuff besides exactly what I want, so I apologize if in these upcoming days I barely watch any recommendations or anything, because yeah, I'm trying to really focus on what I want to do. But yeah, I've not seen that song yet. I will listen eventually. I already wanted to listen to other Yoa songs, because a friend of mine had also said that, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, I've not forgotten. Probably when I do listen to new songs, which is actually surprisingly not very often, unless I end up discovering them by mistake. Which is usually like how I discover the entirety of Village Chronicles, but I mean that's a rabbit hole I've gone down into. Should be closed, right? Also, show the side of the river, so you search further down the road and keep your weapon at the ready. Grabbing the silver wolves. Is he dead or asleep? Oh, he's asleep, right? He's breathing. Bro, I'll use Paladin again. I kind of forgot. I haven't used this thing in ages. I don't think you're supposed to use that move like right now. Okay, I relearned how to use Confiteor. He saved us. We were almost... Okay, a conversation can wait. The wide eye watches eternally, and eternally is asleep it bestows. Is that a saying from his village? I wonder how large Tuliolal is, cause they're all from villages that are mentioned but not in the world, the world, like the open world map. So I wonder how large Tuliolal is. How many places are out there? Who knows? Maybe we'll go there in another expansion. No, I think they're alive. They were breathing. You could see it from the cold air. They've been put to sleep. No, they're not. Just look, they're asleep. Is all. Yeah. They've already used the cradle. Good. Yeah, in this case, yes. Trusty Chocobo suddenly became unsure on their feet, and that's probably also the cradle's effect. And the wagon toppled onto the side of the road. There was nothing for it but to fix damage on the spot. Temple of the Knights went to secure the area, but before I knew it, each and every one of them had fallen asleep where they were standing. Then the beast attacked. It was just me before those snarling fangs. Time to wake up. Sleep here any longer and the cold will have you. How far can it be used though? Can you use it on an entire city? I kind of wonder how powerful these relics can be. Fall asleep, we were patrolling. Must be mistaken. The Temple Knight would never shirk his duty, so. You're calling me a liar? I saw you fall over on your arse with my own eyes. Hold on, there's a reason for it. If not for Sorojino's quick response and the bravery of these warriors, we would all be food for the vultures by now. The congregation will hear of this dereliction of duty, you can be sure. Now hold on just a moment, they aren't the ones to blame. A sacred relic of my people was stolen and... No, now isn't the time. Sorry, I forgot I said anything. Whenever dizziness overtook the chocobo seemed to have passed, so I'll resume my journey once the carriage is repaired. Assuming my guards are quite refreshed, I believe we can make it on our own. Please return to Camp Dragonhead and warm ourselves. It's no coincidence that the giant birds and the two guards took leave of their senses around the same time. This is the work of the cradle. But even if Leofin was here, she's no longer. Let's return to the city and consider our next steps. Alright. I wonder how many quests do I have, like, hold on. Like, going over my full list. Where are the role quests? Are they in side stories? Oh, the master role quests are. Role master quests, Shadowbringers, and Walker. Dawn Trail one's gonna be soon. Crafter quest prologues. Okay, I've not done those. Well, actually, yeah, I don't even have Fisherman level to 100. It's the only Crafter and Gatherer that I have not leveled. It's just so boring. I never got around to it afterwards. I don't feel like it. The Void Calls. Which is kind of interesting because I've heard other people that I know find Gathering and like as in like Botanist and Miner boring and Fisherman not. But the reason why I find it the other way around is that while Gathering and Mining, besides some very specific things, like I can just put on some music and on the background on YouTube and just basically go around and do that easily. With fishing, yes, I can do that too, but like I have to pay attention and cast, you know, when when he bites. And like it takes a while. It's like it's just so boring to me. I never found fishing fun in most games. just because, yeah, having to pay attention and wait, like, just not for me. At least if it was more engaging, like, yeah, sure, but usually it isn't. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So there's those. Okay, I don't think it tells us which ones we lack though. Yeah, okay, I'll go to those areas and check it later. I'm probably gonna forget, but okay. Whatever. 99, I'm gonna sleep because I'm EP and my show has ended. Oh, I hope you enjoyed the show then. Whatever it was. Yeah. Alright, good night, Ame. Thank you for coming as well. It was fun talking. We have received a report of the incident near Camp Dragonite. 2 of our own sleeping on duty by the Fury. They're not sleeping on duty. I mean, they were sleeping on duty, but how should we explain this? I reached them even a moment later. This day would have been much darker. Although it pains me to say, these two shall be punished as befits the magnitude of their negligence. If I may, I don't believe the blame rests entirely on their shoulders. The cradle of the sleepless was used against them, I'm certain. Oh yes, you said he possessed the power to lull others into a deep sleep. I admit that it would explain the exceptional circumstances. Regardless, they were still bested by their enemy. And their charge was almost killed as a result. Punishment is the only resource. I don't agree with that, honestly. Our stance maybe, but I can respect they don't treat you too lightly. At least like a light punishment. Not like a serious one, because they didn't do it on purpose and it wasn't their fault. Well, if you learn anything else of Leofine's plots, please let us know at once. Even though we didn't find them, I'm glad we were able to save those soldiers. Thank you for coming for us. Nice, this symbols Knight 2 owe you thanks. We shall continue our search, and rest assured this will be the first to know of any developments. Tell you about the grotto. Things I should have told you sooner. Drive me over there and I'll do my best to fix that mistake. Now you've seen him with your own eyes. Oh, so it was the narwhal, right? No, I remember. No, is what I've only been able to describe. The narwhal's lullaby can put even hardened warriors into a restful slumber. They may as well be defenseless as a newborn babe, but even with such power, my people have never used it to attack our enemies. Its sole purpose has always been to keep a single person awake. Oh. So, that sounds kind of powerful in a sense. An eternal guardian who would never sleep, never rest, the wide-eyed me. For 10 years, I've been awake. Oh, because you were its guardian. Holy heck, okay. Training day and night to gain the strength I have now. The strength to shield my people. He was pretty powerful with the sword, to be honest. We saw that. Of course, another must receive the awareness I cast aside. The Shutai. You've met her, in fact. Loa Zeniqua. Wait, who was that? Because I don't remember Terali names. Hold on. Is that the person that was waiting for us in Teral? Was it Nicola? Or is that someone else? Yeah, it was her back in Tuliolal that gave us the quest. Okay. She was the one who sent us. I just wanted to be sure because I have no idea about names, to be honest. I very easily forget them, but not only that, a name like that, yeah, I'm definitely gonna forget. Like, I don't even know his name. If you ask me in 5 minutes what his name is, I'm not gonna know. So yeah. Look, Tentoawa, like, what is that name, bro? Okay. As I've been awake these 10 years, she spent the better part of her days in a deep slumber. Her brief periods of wakefulness are spent exercising and eating so her body doesn't waste away. Oh. And so we've barely spoken despite how much I depend on her. When we were young, we'd spend our days exploring the mountain paths, but that time is long past. Telling you all this now, I realize how very little of my life has been dedicated to my own pursuits. Luz and Ikwa and I both have devoted ourselves entirely to the protection of our village. So by keeping yourself awake, you're putting others to sleep automatically. Like, that's not an effect you can prevent. How did she steal it? I mean, I'm not sure if that's the best way to phrase it, but we've heard a little bit about it, but about that, no, I have no excuse. It was my fault it was stolen. I'll bear that burden. Protector must take responsibility for his charges. But we don't have the luxury to dwell on regrets. I see now that although my people never use the crown for ill, wicked hearts can twist anything toward evil. And that's something I can't tolerate. The very thought that this might happen again makes the battle turning my Gulan. We must bring Leofine's schemes to an end. Between sleep and death, okay. Just a person I wanted to see. I'd like to ask in your advice on a certain matter if you don't mind. It's been a while since my last letter to Asaniqua. I wanted to wait until I discovered something worth sharing to write her, but we're still completely in the dark. I don't want her to worry, but I don't know what to tell her. Yeah. Did you guys know I have like nearly 50 million gil? Like, not in my person. As you can see, I have 11 million. I think part of it might be cut off. Let me check. Where's my stream? Oh, it's not cut off. No, it's just the corners. Wait a second. I think I need to move it a little bit though. Because why is... Oh no, I'm just seeing it wrong. Yeah, it is slightly cut off on both corners. Never mind. But yeah, you can see 11.5 million, but that's on my person. Then counting retainers, like I have around 50 million. I think nearly 50 million. I don't think I have 50. I think I had like 49 or something. Like, it was really close. I can check in a bit. I think that something terrible has happened. Alright, I'll start right away. It might not have much time left. Don't misunderstand, it's nothing as grave as that. It's just that the last time I used a Cravo was just before it was stolen. Oh, you mean like you're gonna need to sleep? Is that what you meant? Luckily, I'm still as alert as I've ever been, but it won't be long until I must stream like any other. That will give Leofine free reign while I'm helpless in bed. There is no quarry more dangerous than the one who doesn't sleep. We have to see this through before that happens. Something happened, okay? Probably. Seeing how there's a knight here. Master Same, Master Noah. We have received reports several groups of temple knights have fallen afoul of what can only be your stolen artifact. Several, let me guess. They were all guarding someone else. Huh. You'll be correct. Yeah, it felt like, are they trying to target their reputation or something? Is that all? Is that the plan here? Why is she targeting only knights? Because she was a knight before. Maybe she's unhappy with them, so she wants revenge or something. I don't know. It is the duty of a knight to protect those who cannot protect themselves. If we fall at even the most at even that most basic function, then our honor means nothing. I think you're caring too much about honor when really you should be worried about something else here. As if the incident near Camp Dragonhead was not shameful enough, the knights in these most recent attacks were left in quite compromising positions. Yet the weight of embarrassment is a trifle compared to the guilt we would bear if any innocent came to harm. The Fury was merciful in that respect, but we would rather not see these incidents repeat. Still, while the Temple Knights must work to repair their reputation in the days ahead, it is a far cry from bringing Ashgard crumbling to its knees. Truth be told, the methods of this passage of the Unbound leave me mystified. But Leofine was cunning, if nothing else. Till we can discern her true motivations, we have little resource but to wait until she makes a mistake. Maybe. Or also it could be that. But seeing how dumb most of them are, I would say the first one. But let's pretend she might be a little bit of intelligent. She has a greater purpose in mind for it, and this isn't simply a prelude. We cannot discount that theory, I admit. We shall remain vigilant. She's not telling how much chaos she can still if left unchecked. We have to do everything we can to get the Cradle out of her clutches. And to do that, we have to start asking the right questions. This new information makes me wonder, why has she focused her attention on the Temple Knights? I feel like it's some kind of revenge, because she's really unhappy with them because she got kicked out. And seeing how simple the motives were for them, a lot of them, I would not be surprised. I find her the same. Post had Crimp Dragon and her knights from many houses of repute, including ours for attempts. Being a former Temple Knight herself, Leofine doubtless knows their habits and trainings. Perhaps that makes it easier for her to exploit their weakness. I mean, maybe, but I have my doubts. Like, a normal citizen would be technically way easier to do, no? If we follow the knights, we might pick up on our trail. It's not ideal, but it's the best we have to go on. Large continental knights have recently been dispatched to Kurthus. That's probably our next target. Taking meals, yes. It's lain abandoned ever since the heretics were driven from it. Yet there is ever the risk that unsavory elements manifest once again. Thus, after the Temple Knights plan joint patrol of its premises with other contingents. If that's some certainty, we'd be glad to have you alone. Okay. Over here, okay. You're welcome in fucking nest. I believe I do not know your companion here. They fell asleep, true, but it wasn't their fault. We suspect they fell victim to an enemy wielding a powerful artifact. The rumors fail to mention anything like that. If it can all even train warriors to sleep, then we must treat it as a serious threat. Nevertheless, if one knight falls, another is always at the ready to take their place. So long as this artifact cannot put an entire regiment under its spell, I believe we are well positioned to combat it. Well, I'm not sure if it could have that power, who knows? Interesting. The idea of your allies falling in battle doesn't seem to disturb you at all. Where I hail from, a single warrior is responsible for the safety of his entire village. I'm talking about you too, because he's the warrior here. Make no mistake, we do not doubt our allies' metals, but we mourn every loss. Yet each man and woman here knows that if they must quit the battle, another sword just as fierce will take their place. To know that an ally is at your back would allow you to fight with abandon. Are you hey, don't go killing yourself just because I'm here, okay? I believe this Leofine might take interest in our activities at Gorgang Mills, yes? A party has already left, accompanied by a group of Temple Knights. Your suspicion is correct, and they are at risk. I would ask that you follow in their tracks. Okay. Conditions permitting. Let's see if we're not too late. Wait, what kind of mounts do I got here? I don't want to get rid of some of them. Sure, we can keep Abyssal Grief. And I'll keep that one, which is more recent. I got more recently. but I will get rid of a lot of them. So we'll keep the two most recent Lynxes that I got during Dawn Trail, because the other ones I got during Endwalker. Rathalos, I think it's gonna go. Omega can stay. The Wings, obviously, yes, they're staying. The Dragon, Dunarath. What else do we want in here? I rarely use a Peacock, so maybe let's go with that. Something a little bit different. And ooh, I know. The Paladin kind of horse. I feel like that's perfect right now for the tank quest. So let's add that to the roulette. Also, Sacred, I've not used it yet, so I'll add that in. But where is the special horse? If I can find it, hello? Where the heck is it? Page 1? Oh yeah, page 1, Ariane. Still like Grani as well. Alright. Sounds like a good roulette. We got the wings. Let's go. My favorite mount. Well, the ones I have anyway, so I only have one wing. I don't know which is my favorite. I think between these and the eternal ones. But I don't have the eternal ones. Wait, is music off? No, it's back. Oh yeah, by the way, they got rid of the level 1. That's so sad. It wasn't in this area. The level 1. You're probably asking, the level 1 what? Yeah, just the level 1. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You will be remembered as a legend. I wonder if that was, because that's the current theory, is that it may have been them testing code for the Beastmaster. Because, I mean, there's really no other explanation. So, it may have been a bug created by the Beastmaster code. Because, I mean, why would a level 1 nameless animal just randomly show up in curses in the middle of an update unrelated to it? Like, what? Which makes me think, like, yeah, it's probably Beastmaster code. You could tame that creature. But they kind of messed up the code, and all of a sudden, what was supposed to be a coding for a future feature that's not even out yet. It hasn't even been announced. We just know it's going to come, like, in, I think, 7.5. Could have been, you know, they could be preparing for the update, and, like, voila, like, all of a sudden, there's, like, a level 1 nameless animal in the middle of curses. That was just perfect. We're already late. So it's supposed to have been the lookouts. Wait, where? Here, okay. Oh, we have to go inside the building? Okay. Who the hells are you? How do you get past the guards? That must be Leofine. We might be in time. Oh no, they're not. That's not Leofine. Did she hire guards? Unbounds, yeah. She has other people around her. Someone else here. A little 56 person. Wait, they're going through the Evansward questline. I just realized that they're level 56. They're going through the Evansward story. Oh my god, they're actually experiencing peak. Hold up. They're experiencing peak right now. They don't know what's waiting for them. That's a sprout. Anyone want to start playing Final Fantasy 14? Like, they're level 56 in this area, and they were clearly doing some kind of quest, so I'm pretty sure that's the Evansward main story. It's you. Thank the Fury you arrived when we did. Those thugs struck when our backs were turned. I assumed the Temple Knights were protecting the entrance, so I wasn't as cautious as I should have been. Were they killed? Just put to sleep. Sleeping. I've read the stories, of course, but I didn't think they were true. Whomever is behind this, I'm sure they didn't count on you showing up for now. She'll tend to our wounds and then finish her inspection. Your master saying as they join the knights outside and wait until we're finished. Oh, what happened? Is someone there? That's probably her, right? Yeah. As I thought, just when I was becoming bored, I sighted a familiar face among these lumbering knights. I simply had to come and make sure it was you. Finally found the courage to show yourself. Hand over the cradle now and I won't kill you. What did they call you again? The Wide Eye? Must have had quite a journey to come this far. Be careful, Silva. This is our query. The thief who stole the cradle of the sleepless. It is Leofine. There it is. That is your ally? What sudden tavern did you drag them out of? Are there Bro, we saved the star from the final days. You better have some freaking respect. Yes, I'm always gonna mention the end singer and the end Walker storyline. Yes, and I will be saying it again. They seek your artifact for themselves. No, I don't need that power. We already beat up the embodiment of despair at the edge of the universe. You think we need some measle power? Matters not, I suppose. Before you both throw your loves away, I suggest you think for a moment. Is the cause you fight for worth the sacrifice? So few of us know true freedom. If there is aught you'd grasp with your own hands, do so before they wither you, and your eyes shut for the last time. The codes and rules that would bind man are mere illusions. Open your eyes, truly open them, and you shall see a path all your own. Only a fool would waste their life in the struggle of another. Quit spouting nonsense. Nonsense, perhaps. I am here because of another, after all. Apyahi, that name again, that's their leader, who came to see me at the height of my debauchery and welcomed me into her devious brotherhood. She guided me to great power, yes, and now I lead others upon the handbound path. Yet, truth be told, I have little interest in seeing where it ends. To tear down the world's nations, Ishgard among them, and usher the world into... well, what does it matter? Okay, yeah, they have some absurd goal, and they're very silly villains, I guess, or most of them. Yet I do derive great pleasure in shaming the Temple Knights, so that was their entire motivation. Should have known. Rather than testing the limits of the cradle, it was more just humiliating them. In seeing this, the snickers and cheers deflate their pomp and stride as they walk down the streets. If this artifact and Ace and there fall from grace, I believe I shall keep it. I know the path I walk, the one that leads to your downfall. And I won't abandon it. I'll take the cradle back. And then I'll... yeah, that thing is... I wonder if you can put us to sleep. Oh dear, you seem to have lost your train of thought. I know you cannot hear me, but if you're under artifact path, I might suggest stealing it from me while I'm asleep. But considering the burden I have just passed to you, that opportunity may not come for some time yet. Also, she's just mocking him because she can't fall asleep while she has the artifact. I mean, I guess she can, but she can choose to not fall asleep, I guess. Because she doesn't feel sleep with it. Why, I feel absolutely transcendent to think the shackles of fatigue weigh so heavily. Alas, it appears the artifact needs its own repose of sorts. No matter, I've learned more than enough to take my next step. Okay, so she can be used on a large scale indefinitely. That's good to know. See that to it that this law is disposed of. 'Tis the least you can do for the freedom I've given you. You think these these weaklings can stop me? Okay. She doesn't know us. Try as you might to rouse Sentinel, he seems completely detached from the waking world. This is where we switch to White Mage and use Asuna to wake him up. I'm joking, I know he can't. It looks like you've saved us twice today, thank you. But what of him? Fast asleep, just as we were. Could this be what Sir Firmament warned us about in his report? I see. Then these stories are more than just wicked rumors. I suppose there is some small comfort in the fact that our enemy tipped their hand without causing loss of life. Well, the drowsiness made my eyes heavy. My ears could not mistake Leofine's arrogant voice. If she would not scruple to attack former comrade in arms, then she has fallen further than I dared imagine. But we bear the blame for allowing her to get the upper hand, and in so doing put innocent lives in danger, not a black mark on our order. By shaming herself, you're really literally falling into her hands. Oops, I mistakenly skipped. So it's only thanks to you and your commands ever to this not saying why this diet allows us to carry him to the congregation. Okay. Come fresh from an encounter with Donna Lindley. What was her name? Leofine? Yeah. Master Tentoa now rests on the second floor. She'll stand vigil by his side every moment until he opens his eyes again. Shouldn't have long to wait, but if you wish to check on him, please do so at your leisure. There is another matter to discuss. Just before your departure to Gorgon Meals, it seems there was another incident. A group of criminals were released from their cells. Their guards found in a deep sleep. Doubtless Leofine was behind this. And doubtless the ruffians you clashed with were the self-same criminals. So that's why she's hiring so many people all of a sudden. Leofine is gathering those who bear a grudge against the Temple Knights to her side, and using this animosity to her advantage. We know now for certain that Leofine is the mastermind of these attacks, and their aim is to chip away at the very foundation of the Temple Knights, our honor. When I shared these revelations with my superiors, we decided that none would speak publicly of the artifact and its powers. The passage of the Unbound seeks to overthrow the nations of the world. One obvious method to achieve this goal would be to stoke the flames of unrest among the common folk, thus sinking Ishgard into a mire of chaos and distrust, not unlike the blasphemies of the final days. Well, the blasphemies of the final days are a little bit worse, because here, people are distrusting each other and maybe despairing, if that ever comes to pass. But the final days, yes, they were also despairing and probably mistrusting. But really, the main thing is that when they despair, they turn into monsters, and then other people just, yeah, it was kind of worse. Let's not compare, but okay. So long as these failures are placed squarely on the shoulders of the Temple Knights, we can avoid fomenting a more abiding mistrust in the nation's very core. For Ishgard's peace, I will gladly suffer any disgrace. The question remains as to whether we can apprehend Leophine before she tears our reputation to tatters. When Master intends to while slumbers, it falls to search for clues that might point towards her whereabouts. Leophine remains as elusive as ever. If she's in league with each card's more unsavory element, she could be hidden anywhere. We have only her cryptic statements to guide us. It seems that whatever her plan is, her actions thus far have been a prelude to its climax. We can but hope that Tintoa can awake before she emerges again. So, there you are. Is it him? No, someone else? Oh! She came to Ishgard. So glad I found you. I was starting to think I was in the wrong city, but the narwhal guided me through. Hey, must be the maiden Tintoa mentioned. You hail from the same village, yes? I am Filmabert of the Temple Knights. It's an honor to meet you. Ah, Tintoa wrote about you in his letters. Loa Zeniqua. I'm probably mispronouncing this. And the honor is all mine. Is Tintoa with you? I haven't received a letter from him for some time, so I came here to check on him myself. You insufferable fool. What have I always told you about rushing ahead without thinking? Now you even have the gall to be sleeping when I arrive. Aww. So worried. At least I can take some small comfort that he appears otherwise unharmed. I take it you're to thank for that, Silvo. Is there any way to counteract the Cardinal's influence? Can one stay awake forever by sheer force of will? The answer is the same. Although we can deny ourselves food and drink, sleep is another matter. It always finds us in time. And to rouse oneself from a slumber this deep is an impossible task, even for someone like Tintoa. Do you know why Tintoa sleeps so soundly? The reports of other instances indicate that those affected awoke in matters of moments. Wait, is it because he's been awake for 10 years? And like every single moment of sleep that he's not slept, because of the Cradle's power, is now basically kind of backlashed on him. So unless we get the Cradle back, he's probably not going to awaken in, well, who knows, maybe another 10 years. Yet Tintoa shows no signs of stirring. Well, that, I'm sorry, I can't say for certain. But I do know the stories of those who came before me. More than one Shetai has fallen into a sleep much like this. One so absolute that they become deaf to the outside world. With no means to sustain their bodies, they would waste away if left alone. So our people found a mixture of herbs and other materials that help usher the Shetai back to the waking world. Strong enough to bring someone back from this. We call it spring dew. Okay, so there is a method. And the secret of it is making it pass down through the generations. Each drop acts as a ray of sunshine in the darkness of sleep. A beacon for the dreamer to follow. I carry some of the ingredients on my person, but others must be gathered fresh. It won't be an easy task, but I'm certain it will save Tintoa. I don't know their origin name, but one of the flowers blooms a striking yellow, and grows only where mountain peaks soar above the clouds. Being so close to the heavens, it rings in the sunlight, and its petals cleanse the body and promote wakefulness. In the churning mist blooms a yellow flower called dandelion. In no other place in Nordic can one be closer to touching the sun. Good. Next one is the saliva of a beast we call morbles, and the thicker it is the better. The pungent odor could wake the dead. I know them well. Morbs are an uncommon sign of honey in hinterlands. Mature specimens should possess saliva with the desired effect. However, it is an unenviable task. Alright. Alright, so let's go there first. Just realized that I forgot I did the My Sekai gathering and I got the... I mean, you still have time. It's not like it's a problem. It's not even time gated, that specific thing. Oh, this is secret. The My Sekai did the area convos. I did all the gathering in the areas. I forgot to put my blueprint scraps into crafting. But putting like 30 of them for me, because I have the world pass and I get like 3 slots, takes like 3 hours. And again, there's no time limit, they won't go away, so I guess it's fine. I'm not losing out on anything from doing it now or doing it in a day, doing it in 5 hours. I do want to log on like in like 2 hours, probably after the stream, to be honest, to because at 5 p.m. they reset the characters that show up, and I want to see if any of the others showed up. So like I got 5 characters today, well technically yesterday, but they haven't reset yet, which is Rui, Emu, Nene. Yeah, I got really lucky. Miku and Kaito. It's the first time I get 5. The other times I got 2 or 3, usually 2. So getting 5 is pretty lucky. But yeah, we're missing Tsukasa. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Like today, the only one I wasn't there is Tsukasa. So if I can get Tsukasa, I get Tsukasa Memoria. If I get anyone else, I won't get anything because I already got them today. And it's kind of limited to 1 per day. But yeah, well, I guess when I do that, I'll put the blueprints into crafting because they only take 3 hours. And again, unlike the rest of the stuff that is time gated, that one isn't. I could literally do it tomorrow, and instead of doing 30 tomorrow, I could technically do 60 tomorrow, and well, it would be the same. But yeah. Anyways, off topic. I got plenty of time for that. I'm gonna log on at like 5 p.m. anyways. Probably a little bit afterwards because I'm streaming, but like after the stream. So not like it matters. I just remembered and I wanted to talk. See you. This is not what I meant to do. No, I'm not doing this fate. Okay, I'm getting too distracted. We're supposed to look for dandelions, not talk to Mughals. There it is. Sunrise dandelion shine in almost golden yellow. Now, from much gruesome task, venture to an interlands collects the lie over the mouths of the footman mortal. Honestly, if this was not a game and it was real life, that sounds disgusting. Especially since they're like kind of recognized to be like probably the worst smelling creature in the entire world. So yeah, ew. Plus they're ugly as heck as well. Wait. I'm here. In Idleshire. That means, yeah, I need crafter scripts. Slight distraction again. I mean, we're already here, we might as well. Let me go do the custom deliveries. This is the spot where I usually do them. I haven't done them this week. Well, I say I haven't done them this week, I haven't done them like the entire month, but yeah, I mean, might as well do them today, you know. Alright, so what do I need? Fermented juice, what's the other one? Fermented juice, then this is not the correct button. No, I don't want to cast any glamour. Fermented juice and heartfelt gift. Okay, got it. Fermented juice and heartfelt gift. Fermented juice and heartfelt gift. Fermented juice and heartfelt gift. I'm trying not to forget. Fermented juice and heartfelt gift. Fermented juice and heartfelt gift. Fermented juice and heartfelt gift. So I need 12 fermented juice supplies. And 18 heartfelt gift components. 12 fermented juice supplies and 18 heartfelt gift components. That is the correct one. 12, 18. Okay, these are the Felt gift. This is a component materials. No, hold on. Just remaining supplies. Okay, I need 12 of these. Okay, that's done. Okay, the other ones are easy to memorize. There you go. Now it's only 18 or 12 gift components. Yeah, there they are. Need 18 of these. Alright, perfect. Now it's just crafting. So, what was my button for this class specifically? Increase quality by 100%. I'm pretty sure I should probably just do a normal synthesis that will give me the full thing, right? Yeah. Because they need 6 of each for the full weekly. And you can't do them in other places unless there's a new one though. I just do it in Idleshire because they're both like right next to each other. It's the fastest way to do it, and they give you the same rewards. Unless we're talking, actually I think even EXP they give you the same rewards, don't they? I'm not sure about that one, but I think they do. I already got everyone else maxed, I think. Have they released any other custom deliveries? I suppose I should check, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I've done them all. Alright, so now Adkira and fermented juice. Same thing. This one requires a little bit more progress. Can I do it in one time? No, we can do it in 2. Or we could just do groundwork. So let's do groundwork. I made a mistake. I gotta buy more fermenting juice supplies. And let's get rid of that. That is absolutely useless now. Okay. Alright, just testing a keybind, and I actually... Yeah, I should have tested the keybind when I actually needed it. Not earlier. But yeah, my keybind works. It's shift plus the thing on my mouse. It's way easier to click than having to click the number 9. So yeah, that's why I was testing it. But I really should have tested it when I actually, you know, needed it. Not earlier. Because then I miscrafted it. Alright, that should be all. Let's go. How many gathering scripts do I have? I need more orange ones, I think. I kind of need both, to be honest. Both the crafter ones and gather ones. The gather ones, I think I just materia. For the rest, I probably need them for tools. I don't think I have them all, right? Yeah, this is level 90. So, I think we need the crafter ones more, I'd say. And done for the first one. Now, what could getting a good amount of scripts, that's good. I should do these more often, honestly. But sometimes I don't feel like it, or sometimes I forget they exist. That's okay. Alright, let's go. It's honestly crazy to me how the Dravanian Interlands is like the only area in the game that doesn't have a single Aetheryte. We literally have to teleport to Idleshire. Because there is literally no Aetheryte nearby. That's kind of crazy. Like, not a single Aetheryte. Should have been at least 2. I feel like with such a huge area. Or at least 1. Oh wait, we need to switch to tank. Where's my paladin? Is that paladin? Yes. We also do need better paladin gear before we do the level 100 quest. Which I think I can just buy with stacks of nuts. I think I still have them, right? Yeah, I got 2,100, so I can just buy it. Ooh, look at that. Slash lookout. St. Lucian's Arboreum. This botanical garden built by the Shralians once was home to fauna and flora collected from across the realm. The study of which will the numerous discoveries regarding a natural world. I was left abandoned in the Exodus. The teeming life within left to run wild and unchecked. What was that, a blue quest? A blue quest in... I've played this game for how long? To have a blue quest in the middle of Evansward areas? 142 days. There's a blue quest here. Hold up. It's like a dungeon unlock or like what is it? I know there's a few around reward dungeons that, like the leaves, like I'm not even counting that. That's a dungeon, isn't it? Alright, another slight distraction, but what is this? There's one behind me, isn't there? No, thank the gods. I've done enough running for a day. Those goddamn beasts came out of nowhere. It's a wonder we made it out alive. But we can't just leave the treasure there. You look like a sort of used to risking life and limb. Might it be as we clear away through the seedskin that damn near made a meal of us? We said it was worth our while, of course. We just let my friends Sonny know. You should be somewhere near the entrance to the St. Lucian's Arboretum. Arboretum. I can't pronounce that. Check and safe to go back to Adulshire and look for a few more hands. We'll need as much help as we can get. Hope to see you at the Arboretum. Okay, so there is a dungeon that I have not unlocked in the middle of Evansward. Hold up, let me at least unlock it. Wait a second, that's the Morble I need to kill, right? Can it be any Great Morble? No, I'm pretty sure it has to be a specific one. Yep. Okay. Let's do this. I'll better dodge that. Okay. That's done. Let's go get that dungeon thing. You heard about the Seedkins infesting the Arboretum? Thank the gods. We've not the numbers to venture into there ourselves. I used to research plant life for every corner of the realm here, you know, because, of course, with no one to look after it, it's all gotten a bit overgrown. Usually, lists like these have more trouble than they're worth, but if the parchments we found are anything to go by, there's something in these ruins that could benefit everyone in Adulshire for generations to come. A proper priceless treasure. Then it goes without saying that a site as old as this is sure to be stuffed with all sorts of precious relics. You should be welcome to a keep if you help beat the path for us. We'll follow behind you once it's safe and see if we can't find what we're looking for. That's crazy. A dungeon I have not done. Unlocked, I mean. Then again, I guess it's not the first time. It's just kind of rare these days. I didn't know I was missing any Evansward dungeons. I thought I had done them all, but I guess not. Well, to be fair, I did start in late Shadowbringers, so... But I did backtrack a lot on, like, the blue quests, especially. Except for the guild leaves, I just ignore those. Like, the leave unlocks ones, those can wait. But every other quest, I usually do them. But it seems I do forget one every now and then. The leaves ones, like, yeah, they're kind of useless, to be honest, so I don't do those. Like the Realm Reborn leaves, there's like one in every single town. I don't do those. I do them sometimes if I feel like it, but most of them are undone. Usually if it's like, you know, I'm doing a side quest or something, or like an event quest, sometimes like those seasonal events, and like they lead me to those places, you know. Like there's a blue one quest, I feel like doing it. I just take a slight distraction to do that one leave quest, and then I just leave, but most of them are undone. Anyways, what we're gonna do, I think we gotta go up. No? Where's the guy? I thought oh, do I have to go up like that? Okay, I think I have to just climb this. Yeah, no, man, they're over there, not through the lift. Mixing doing these at once. That is, of course, assuming you brought them with you. These are difficult to acquire at the best of times, so I thank you for gathering them so quickly. I shall get started immediately. Yeah, he's waking up. Oh, where am I? I even enjoyed sleeping the days away into Awa. Oh, she's so worried. Glad you're finally awake. Well, Aniqua, what are you doing here? See, so Leofine wielded the cradle against me, and while I was stuck silent in bed, Aniqua came all this way. Cursed my weakness, just when we had her, just when I was needed the most I failed. For 10 years I endured countless trials, and when the time came I couldn't even swing my damn weapon. It's not your fault, Intuawa. If anyone's to blame for what's happening to me. No, I want to hear it. As you may know, Leofine won our trust by posing as a scholar traveling the width and breadth of Dural. She expressed great interest in the cradle and our customs. And I was so excited to meet an outsider that I answered her every question. Oh, that's why she said, like, if anything, it's my fault, because she feels guilty for that. I told her that the Wide Eye keeps the cradle with them at all times, and then she hatched her plan. She took me hostage to throw out into Awa. While Aniqua was sleeping, Leofine snuck into her chamber and held the blade to her throat. And not just because she had her as hostage. Because there was no way she was gonna win otherwise, so she kind of used a strategy that is very underhanded. I had no choice but to give her what she wanted, the cradle of the sleepless. I put Aniqua's life before the future of our people. It was at that moment I became unfit to be their guardian. Don't say that. Once you get the cradle back, I will be forgiven. Yeah, protecting her was your duty too. Thank you, Silly. Know just what to say. That was the only way to see if you're sure or not if maybe will come to harm, especially while as an equal. Even without the cradle, you're still a guardian, my guardian. We'll find a way through this together. Seeing you in such high spirits lives to my own. Before I forget, you translated me slugs while I was dreaming in the snow. There knew how you were that I won't soon forget. Nobody sure that will grow larger before we pry that treasure from Leofine's clutches. Whatever it takes, I won't stop until she's answered for her crimes. While I was sleeping, I dreamed. Can remember wanting to stay there, to never open my eyes again, but of course the moment I gave form to that thought, I opened them, and Lazanico was there. Even if we get the cradle back, will things return to the way they were? Will you go back to spending your life in dreams? I suppose so. It's my duty as a shut-eye after all. Your duty, and it was your duty too that compelled you to come all the way here to Ishgard. But no more. What are you saying? I tried so hard to convince myself that you were glad spending so much time asleep, but being on the other side made me realize I was lying to myself all along. I don't want to return to a life where you and I are bound together, but always so far apart. I want to go back to those happy days where we were by each other's sides. That's what I'm saying, is if there's a different path for us, I want to find it. I want to walk with you. Aww. But not yet. First we'll reclaim the cradle, and when we have, we'll take our first steps towards that new future, I promise. Because I haven't felt the same since I woke up. Now I was in bed for a while, but instead of feeling refreshed, my body feels weaker somehow. It's almost as if my very strength was sapped when that treasure was turned on me. I can't even grip my weapons properly. I guess because you're feeling tired for the first time in 10 years. Yeah, probably that. I don't think that's exactly how it works. But the fact that he had the cradle for 10 years and then suddenly got turned against him, I feel like that also, while it didn't exactly sap the ether from it all along, it might have intensified how much he felt it. Because, well, he had been completely invigorated and never sleepy for 10 years, so... Cradle has powers we don't know about? Wait, does the feeling invigorated, like, powering up, is it actually not just not feeling sleepy? Is there something more to it? Not exactly. It may just mean the cradle works differently than we thought. Its wielder might not pass on their fatigue, rather they absorb another's vigor. Oh, I thought we already knew that's how it worked. Because, I mean, that's why we had the shut-eye, right? Because you couldn't just... you couldn't just, you know, just be awake forever without a cost. And actually, no, that makes sense. Oh, wait, I see, that does make sense, actually. Because Lazanico did have the cradle for 10 years, so when she used it on him, well, she absorbed it in a sense. So it's not just feeling tired for the first time, it's the immense strength that he had over all these years was kind of sapped away. So I see. It's kind of both then. The end effect would be the same. The cradle's wielder can go on without sleep, and its victims lose the strength to even keep their eyes open. You never took more than you needed, so my slumber was always light enough to awaken from. But if the treasure was used without restraint... If we've had this realization, it won't be long until Leofine does too. Then someone can stay asleep forever. We have to root her out. But I mustn't rush ahead lightly, as Lazanico never tires of telling me. I feel nearly weak as a child right now, but must spend what precious time we have training to regain what strength Leofine stole from me. Well, have my word, I won't rest until I'm on top form again. Suggest you do the same. If for no other reason than to give me some stiff competition. Oh, don't worry, I'm already better than you. No. Just saying, but okay. Awakened, not stirred. Can I get some food here? I mean battle food. Do I not have any? Doesn't look like it. Wait a second, there's more here. I do have it. Wait, that's no, that's still crafting, that's gathering, that's crafting. This is battle food, okay. There's only one though. I wanted to essentially clear out my inventory because I got a whole bunch of ones, but those are all crafting food. I don't want to waste food. But also, if I use them, okay, I guess I'll just eat a vegetable soup. I mean, it works for 40 minutes, I guess. Not like we need it, but I mean, might as well. But I wanted to essentially clear up space in my inventory without wasting anything, but never mind. Looking strong still. Well, I'm not my old self yet. I'm feeling better by the day. Still, there's much work to be done. I need to be even better than I was before if we're to have any hope of catching Leofine. Also, I need to get a drink and probably take a small break afterwards. Now let's go through this dialogue first. I wonder what she's plotting with the rest of her cohorts. We know they aim to topple nations around the world, but this is an odd way to go about it, don't you think? Yeah, they're kind of failures, to be honest. I wonder how their leader is. Why haven't her misdeeds in Ishgard extended any further than the Temple Knights? We pondered that same question. Our best guess was that as a former Temple Knight herself, she so chose them because she knows how to exploit their weakness. She's using her knowledge as a weapon, and we need to equip ourselves likewise. If we can learn more about her, we might be able to anticipate our next move. A good plan, but I admit I have no idea where to start. Should we ask Philibert? I already have. He said that while he never knew her personally, the knights in her old squadron might be able to shed light into her past. Some of them even now patrol the city, and Philibert was a great help in telling me where they might be. You've been busy, Aniqua. Well, can't remember the last time I was awake this long. I don't want to sit around until I got tired again. And we're all better for it. Since you've gathered the information, it's only fitting I should do the legwork. Just tell me where these knights are and I'll speak with them. Gladly, but Ishgard is still an unfamiliar city for both of us, right? Although Farrell told me where to go, the names of these places mean nothing to me. Luckily, we have Syl to guide you. You'll go with 10 to Hall, won't you? I always count on you. Alright, take notes of these locations. Alright, small break. BRB. Alright, we're back. Let me get the BRB screen out of here. Alright, ready. I've passed through this quest like in the middle of this place like 1,000 times. Maybe I'll do it one day, even though it's just a yellow quest. I've only done every single Dawn Trail and every single Endwalker yellow quest, but I've not really touched anything with the other expansions yet. I might backtrack to Shadowbringers. Maybe one day I'll reach Evansford. Then again, it's kind of optional. It's just if I feel like it. That's the rare pillow, but it's good to see Rage card up with the Humble Knight. You want to know about Leofine? Well, many Temple Knights come from common stock, but she was different. Despite what she became, Leofine was born of noble blood. Even so, she often made mock of Ishgard's customs and the responsibilities that bound the conduct of noble families. Doubtless, she yearned for freedom all her life, or her idea of it anyways. Although her deeds caused her to be expelled from the Temple Knights and summarily stripped of her title, she may have actually desired that outcome. If she hated it so much here, all she had to do was leave. Oh wait, that was the other guy talking. I hear she did leave for a time at least. Now she's in league with the group that aims to plunge the world into chaos. If a selfish heart like Leofine was sought out to aid in this plot, sure to imagine how wicked their leader must be. And I kind of want to meet their leader after everything, but I feel like they're just going to be just as silly, but a little bit more evil, or something like that. We'll see. I think there's one person that we've seen in the intro of the Unbound that was never shown up in any of the quests. I'm assuming that's their leader, but I forgot their appearance. Can I see it in the Master Role quest line without having to start it? I think that's her. I think that's the leader. I don't think we've seen her. Because I don't remember seeing her in any of the quests yet. So that's probably the leader. You require aid, I must keep watch, so forgive me if I don't engage in idle chit chat. Leofine, for her I can spare a moment. I don't suppose you know why she was expelled from the Temple Knights, do you? While few were equal in swordplay and fewer still handled their mounts with such grace, she often spent her nights carousing in the gambling halls. It was after such a night, just such a night, that she fell asleep while on duty. Oh. Some may call it a cruel twist of fate, but dragons attacked her charges as she slept, and they were left defenseless. In her negligence, she was deemed to have hated our ancestral foe, and thus was stripped of her knighthood and noble title both. Funny enough that she was essentially kicked out of the Temple Knights because of her negligence. She slept on duty, and you know, accidents happen, and then and now she's making people fall asleep. Wow, I feel like that is intentional revenge right there. Knight falling asleep on duty, a story that's become all too familiar. Given what happened, I have no doubt she came to fear sleep. Yet now she has conquered their weakness, and she wields it as a weapon against us. She may even believe herself to be beyond the reach of mortal danger. Yet she's only deluding herself, and in time she'll be made to answer for her deeds. What is that quest? Oh, that's Dark Knight quest. Yeah, I'm not doing that anytime soon. Tanks are probably the only least favorite role to play. I do like playing DPSs and healers more. So yeah, tanks are probably gonna be the last I'll level. I'm thinking up next leveling Ninja and Sage. Starting with Ninja, because Sage I gotta relearn the entire class, and Ninja's kind of a little bit less far ahead. So I kind of want to try to get Ninja to 60. I say that, but it's currently paused because I'm focusing on the relic quests and tribal quests. So my dailies have not really been dedicated to leveling roulettes or anything. I'm just doing the alliance, right? So I gotta do it again. Oh my freaking god, I hate them. We're nearly done. I just gotta do like what? At worst, like 5 more. Oh, that's a lot. Five days of alliance raid roulette. It's probably gonna be Labyrinth of the Ancients. Oh my god, I hate that. I hate this relic grind so much. The new relic weapons already came out, by the way. I'm pretty sure of that. Wait a second. I've not seen the new relic. Wait, did they? No. No, they've not. No. I would have heard about them. The relic for the gatherers did, not the battle ones. Which is good, because I'm still in time. I mean, not like it matters. I mean, I'll still be able to go through them normally, but that means I'm technically not behind. But yeah, it's taking me way too long, because I just, for so long, I couldn't be bothered to do alliance raid roulettes. So yeah, until that's done, I'm definitely not leveling any classes. Anyways, continuing. All is quiet, even so I must remain vigilant. Leophine, huh? Her name spoken of in hushed whispers now, and many have forgotten her strategic genius. She had a singular talent for achieving victory in battle by whatever means necessary. Genius. Maybe we were just too dense to see how our actions would cause Ishgard to collapse. Given that our group seems relatively few in number, an assault on Ishgard is unlikely. Rather, I think our aim is to chip away at the people's trust in Ishgard's foundation, and by the absence of a few vital bricks, bring the whole nation tumbling down. The thought gives me worry, even though representatives from Ishgard are preparing to visit Akizundo in the Sea of Clouds. If anything were to go wrong, it would be a grievous blow to Ishgard's reputation. Oh, we know our next target. As we saw at Falcon's Neck, certain elements that oppose our nation see friendly gestures as a chance to spark conflict. Given recent developments, Sir Antelope has been debating whether the visit is a wise choice. Well, we have a general understanding of what drives our adversary, stories that paint a picture of a rotten, conniving soul. We know enough to guess our next move. Right, whatever her ultimate goal may be, it's clear that she has an almost blinding focus on shaming the Temple Knights. And this, what did they call it? A delegation may provide an irresistible opportunity. Finally, I acknowledge she's against our enemy. If we work together, we might be able to trap her. I haven't much time. Let's return to the congregation and tell the Antelope what we know. You are ever welcome at the congregation, so I'm very well apprised of Leophine's wicked deeds, and your efforts to flush her out have been much appreciated. And this must be Master in Toawa, who crossed the ocean from Truala. I hope you have recovered from your ordeal. Better than ever. Apologies for taking up one of your bets for so long. Please, no apologies are necessary. On the contrary, the Temple Knights yet owe you a debt for all you have done. Which brings us to the purpose of this visit. You had something to discuss with me. I see, you and I had the same doubts, that the delegation to Akizundo would be an obvious target for Leophine. I was but recently debating the wisdom of moving forward with our plans. As you all know, all of Ishgard falls under the protection of the Temple Knights. As such, it is only meet that we maintain and strengthen friendly relations with our neighbors. The delegation in question is tasked with deepening mutual understanding of each of our unique cultures. Son Vanu, chief of the Zundu, was most eager to host. Yet so long as the spectre of Leophine hangs over our order, fear visits a brother unwise. Should any of the Vanu come to harm, our relations could be damaged irreparably. As we have no way of knowing if Leophine has caught wind of our plans, I am of the mind of postponing the delegation may be the most prudent course of action for the safety of all. This could also be the better chance to draw her out, yeah, but also kind of risky in a sense. Unless we do it in a safe way. Anyone come to harm. And as long as you warn the Van in advance, they shouldn't hold the actions of a rogue against you. If you're truly your allies, they'll see the wisdom in your judgment. Please send a delegation as planned. It'll be our best chance to capture Leofine. Yes, your words have merit. Thank you for the said chance. You're right. The Zundu would not idly by while we suffer Leofine's hand. In fact, the fellowship between our two people was forged when a god assailed their home and was brought low by a great hero, Silva. Bro, that was ages ago. If we tell the Zundu that he is keeping watch over the proceedings, then I am certain all doubt shall be quelled. Can you proceed? I just kind of realized, but weren't some of the alkalis Zundu people enthralled? Did we already also use those effects on them? To cure the enthrallments? Because we know he had an entire quest about that, but we don't know what happened in the background. Because I forgot their names. There's one group of Vanu that are friendly, and then there was that group that summoned the primal. And while some of them, yes, they were not really under issues. Were some of them were they all like that? I don't remember if they were like half friendly, fully friendly. I don't remember. It's been ages since Heavensward, but could this be confirmation of something about that progress? About primals and stuff? We'll see. I gotta look back later because I don't remember, to be honest. But Thomas confirmed them unless you clear around and go on the counteroffensive. So bring the suggestion of a joint operation against Leofine to alert the Lord Commander as soon as possible. Thank you. Together we'll put a stop to our scheme. First must discuss matters with the others involved before we present a plan to the Lord Commander. Although time is of the essence, I ask that he wait a while until our course is settled. Can we get to see the Lord Commander, please? What was his name? Why am I forgetting a cool character's name? The Giga Chad. Who was the Giga Chad's name? Out there, I forget. Emmerich, yeah, okay. Why was I forgetting Emmerich? Such a Giga Chad character. Okay, I think this is the part where we gotta go gear up. It's level 100 quests afterwards, isn't it? I agreed to defend the people I know next to nothing about. Tell me of these units we'll soon be visiting. They look like large fluffy birds. They're like the Hanano. Or a penchant for metaphor. Really? Two groups of such people so far apart. The world really is full of surprises. Even a single city is enough for a lifetime. Every day I hear something that gives me food for thought. Like the story of the Dragonstone War, for instance. Generations of animosity between dragon and man that somehow ended in a rekindled fellowship. I imagined a whole world like that, a world where there'd be no need for protectors. The Wide Eye watches not only the monsters in the wilderness, but our neighbors as well. We've barely even considered sending delegations outside our village's gates. I guess he's learning a lot from the outside world. And the cold snap only made things worse, with everyone struggling just to survive. However, every thought goes towards defending our scarce resources. But if we only look outward with wariness, there's no hope for the future to change. Maybe they're gonna find a new way, no hope to build trust. If only there was a way to bridge the distance between us, and greet tomorrow hand in hand. To be honest, some of the other people from those very faraway villages kinda did find a new way to go on. So that might be possible for them. Huh, but maybe that's just a silly dream. Maybe, either way, it's a beautiful thought. I'm glad you think so. So I'll hold that feature in mind as I get back to training. As for you, still get some rest. If you fall asleep when I need you most, I'll wake you up with a knock to the head. Pasta. Yep, that is the level 100 quest. We gotta go get some gear. Let's go to the Yolo. I think our weapons are fine, because I believe they're the relic weapons, aren't they? Yeah, weapons are pretty strong. It really is just the armor that's horrendous, and then the accessories. Some of the, specifically the rings, which I can only get one, so. Let's see. Alright, so firstly, ring of fending. Any other thing is 660. Azima Z rings are 560. Oh my god, that is horrendous. Here comes the fending. Alright, these two auto rank up our item level. Yep, that was pretty good. And to be honest, we are technically fine. So the only thing I want to see is how much does it cost to get the... I'm sorry, not how much does it cost. How much... what does it look like, the set? The fending set. What does it look like? That's what I meant. Armor. Aiming. Consolidated mail offending. Batelli Elm offending. Okay. Can't even see that part of the armor. Let's look at the weapons. Oh, the weapons are useless actually, never mind. I think they're fine. I think we'll be fine. I think I'll go with this armor set maybe. Yeah, sure. But do I not have? I do. I want to use the Manorville as weapons as glamour. So Manorville is falchion. And same for this, fast glamour. Manorville is kite shield. Alright, we're ready. Let's go back to Ishgard. Sander still hasn't sent a word. I guess the others might not be enthusiastic about our plan. To them, the cradle of the sleepless is naturally still something to be feared. No matter how much faith you have in your strength, you'd be at Leofine's mercy if she puts you to sleep. Honestly, I don't blame them. Not even I imagined our treasure could be used for such evil. In Leofine's hand, it's no more than an indiscriminate weapon. That means when we get it back, we can turn it into something else. Something no one's ever thought of before. We can find a way to use it without forcing someone to spend their life in slumber. What do you mean? Of course I agree with you, Tinto, but we have more pressing matters, namely a rogue knight to capture and treasure to recover. Right, sorry, I got ahead of myself. For waiting so long, Tim and I have finally reached a decision concerning the delegation to the Sea of Clouds. And what have you decided? Oh, we're going, okay. Please to say that the Zunu have agreed to join forces with us. Together we shall drive back Leofine before, should she attack. If her shadow darkens even a name of their own land, our peaceful delegation shall turn into a fighting force at a moment's notice. We shall restore the Temple Knight's reputation and recover your artifact in one fell swoop. Thank you, Antelope. We promise to do our part if Leofine shows herself. She won't get away this time. We have to, but to hammer out the finer details. Once we are ready to depart, the first group of knights shall leave by airship. I would ask you both to make your way to Okazuna as soon as possible, as you may help plan our strategy. Coming to you. I can heal your wounds, and if it comes to it, my staff can bruise as well as a club. Wait, is she a white mage? Or conjurer? Glad to have you with us. I'm done taking on the world alone. I need you all as an equal. And Silva too. We're stronger together than we could ever be apart. The cradle never would have been stolen if I'd realized that from the beginning. I want you by my side to ensure I don't forget it. Aww. Well then, we better be off. I'm keen to meet the Chief Zonuvano. Alright, let's go. Weren't the aggressive tribes over on that side? Okay, I think this is the friendly one technically. Because aren't like aren't the more aggressive ones like around here somewhere? I don't remember the exact location. Because I'm pretty sure this is even already unlocked the tribal quest, which I don't think I have unlocked because I've not really touched the Heavensward ones. Yeah, I haven't even touched a single Heavensward tribal quest, but I'm pretty sure this is where you unlock it, right? There's a blue quest in here. That's probably the one that unlocks. Yeah, I'm not doing this, at least not in a long time. But I think that's the one that unlocks you the tribal quest for Heavensward. So this is the more friendly tribe, I'm pretty sure. So that answers my questions. We weren't talking about the more aggressive one. Under Netherling, you return to Okazuna is as welcome as the arrival of spring. Someone who knows why you come. Wicked hearts seek to bring chaos to our home. And so the Zunu shall rise to its defense if needed. As the sun's rays chase away the shadows of night, Sunrup's dance shall keep the tendrils of sleep at bay. So I'd love to see it for myself. The Zunu shall dance before Ishgard's warriors upon their arrival. Brave Tintuawa is welcome to join the proceedings. Pretend like nothing's amiss. Zunu's warriors unify their strength through the Sunrup dance. And the side, I know they have like a funny dance or something that you unlock as an emote. I don't have it because I haven't done the tribal quest, but I'm pretty sure you unlock it via that. I don't know if that's the one or not. Suffice and many choose to flee rather than fight. Elderling warriors may learn much from such an approach. Breaking the enemy's spirit avoids needless bloodshed. I don't think that's gonna work, I'm sorry. I don't think she cares. Yet all dancers must hone their skills before wild animals first. Thus the Sundrop dance does not fail them at the most crucial moment. It is for that reason our dancers await at the outskirts of Okazuna for the Netherling's arrival. When the performance begins, it shall draw the attention of all like a rolling cloud coming over the horizon. Watch carefully for anyone who would take advantage of that moment. Oh, when everyone's attention is diverged, I see what the plan is. She's probably gonna strike during that time and we're ready for it. After the dance is finished, Netherlings will present the Zundu with Hurtling towards. Wait, did someone crash their ship? Wait, did someone crash their ship? She attacked earlier, no? Netherlings were from vessel. Yeah, she struck the ship. She struck earlier. Everyone were coming by airship, right? All the Athena had to do was lull the pilot to sleep. Oh. Wait, no, that makes sense. He saw right through us, and now we're on the back foot. Great winds can alter even a raging river's course, so the matter is to stand strong and move forward. And now we must offer aid to the Netherlings to come as guests. Right, let's go. Yep, here we go. To an active orbital plan. Imagine if the ship crashes over Akazuna or even Ishgard. This is the work of the Cradle. Leofine can be fired. We must tend to the wounded, but I won't let her escape again. This ends today, one way or the other. Level 680, we are at level 75. Yeah, I think we're fine. It shouldn't be too hard anyways. They're all asleep. Oh, she has a griffin. There you are, Leofine. Came all this way just to greet me. Oh, I am honored. I only hope my gift was satisfactory. Gift? Sleep? Did someone say the princess who brought... Okay, sorry. Vilius Chronicles. It's a shame you will not see Ishgard crumble. Alas, I can scarcely suffer rats to go around about my feet, threatening to gnaw away at my carefully laid plans. At least you bear witness to the dying breath of the Temple Knight's flagging honor. We would sooner see that wrecked airship soar again than the reputation return to its former glory. No, at least I'm looking stylish with those relic weapons. With a fancy technological effect. The Endwalker relic weapons, not the Dawntrail ones. Yet even I did not foresee that the Zundu would be in the ship's path. The Fury favors me, so who now, who now would trust a nation so careless as to put their neighbors at risk? Everyone knows you're behind this. People won't turn on each other so easily. Oh, I didn't see you there, the shut-eye, wide awake. Doubly honored. Doubly honored I am that you came all this way just to meet your end. Enough, we're taking the Cradle back. We won't let your evil continue any longer. Such bold worlds, if I recall correctly, your people will reap great benefits from the artifact's power, all at the cost of someone's waking life, your life. Don't use it. Pray do not misunderstand me. That was not meant to be a denouncement of your people. On the contrary, they have my utmost respect. We are bound by our very nature. No matter how mighty we become, we are slaves to the whims of sleep. Yet this artifact can sunder those shackles and grant true freedom. It makes its wielder stronger, and their enemies weak. A perfect weapon, if you ask me. Can't say whether using the Cradle is right or wrong. I only know that a life lived at the cost of another is no life at all. And he also feels regret for that as well. You're right about one thing. We are bound by our nature, but that doesn't shackle us. It brings us together. Whether I'm asleep or awake, so long as Loaz Iniquas is by my side, that's the life I want. Aww. Sure, no quarter, I'll be your shield. Exhausted from the Kratos power on the temple. She's exhausted the Kratos power on the temple. Nice. This is our chance. No plan is without its wrinkles, I suppose. Fortunately, I prepare for all contingencies. Oh, she has the ninja daggers. Okay. Leofinian chivalrous. I got my screenshot. I'm screenshotting the Unbound boss like title thingies. Let me post that. She's the last one. Well, technically before their leader. You had an opportunity to live a quiet life, but you will not give it I will not give it again. This time I shall send you to slumber from which you will never wake. Taking a few there. Oh, we do there. Wait a sec. Why can't I move? Oh, we're still in a cutscene. Okay. Wait, we gotta do the. Forgot we gotta turn on tank stands. Should probably also attract those. What was the AoE move? Only circle, that was it. I forgot most of my moves, so I hope we don't fail because of that. Wait, they already saw Super Sandra dance. What dance? Oh, they're gonna do the dance. Okay. There's just two of them, right? Oh wait, no, there's more. Can't let him do that. Bro, we gotta get this in a better place. This is a horrible. Why is Holy Circle there? I needed at least I gotta switch them around. So Holy Circle replaces Holy Spirit. Okay. Oh, they actually have a that's how they channel their ether. Their dance actually has a practical effect. Okay. Everyone's awake. Now you're all alone. This ends now, Leofine. Why am I cursing calmness? Very well, dance with me, wide eye. Strength granted to me your strength, now I shall. Be undone. We're probably gonna need to interrupt at some point. What's the interrupt button? What's the interrupt button? I know we're gonna need it. Is it this one? No, that's intervene. Intercheck, that's the one, okay. We need to split up, you take that side. Oh, we're getting tank cluster towers, okay. Oh, here we go again. Cutscene. She's gonna use it now. Okay, cells with power. It begs to be released. Now shut your eyes for the final time. Take the last glimpse of the waking world. Wait, did she infuse herself with it? Oh no, she's about to use it. Okay. I think we're supposed to tank it. Oh wait, we're not. We take cover behind him, not the other way around. I was gonna say, I'll do it too. Wait, I got my attack here too. Well, both of them. That means he's asleep though. Yeah, he's asleep. Simple protection is such a glowing sentence. Finish them off. Earn your freedom. Nope, you shall not. Oh, they're helping him. Okay. Oh wait, we gotta take that. Oh wait, no, it's a direct line. I thought I could move it. Oh, there he goes again. All right. Alright, see y'all later. Sleep is inexorable. How are they doing this? Oh, too early. I can heal myself up. That's fine. Clemency. Your idea of freedom. Okay, do not move too early. Now we go. Yeah, I can move. Gotta help her and then go to our places. Oh, I can interject. All right. That is bad. Oh my god. Okay. We're alive. We're alive. Just heal myself up. I accidentally used the gap closer just as the attack was about to go off. That was a bad mistake. Okay. Goodbye, Leophine. The last of the non-leader members of the Unbound, I suppose. You stubborn, you may have won today, but this is not over. Yes, it is. Wait. She's gonna use a cuddle. Come on, as a warrior of light, we better wake up fast. Now we got attacked by a damn fool. Now. Oh, that's it. You dropped it, huh? It's over. Say good night, Leofine. Wait, she escaped though. The wide eye watches Eternal, and Eternal is asleep it bestows. Where's her bird gonna take her? Finally stopped her. Yes, but we have someone else to worry about. So, wake up, are you alright? Only you would smile at a time like this. What are we dreaming of? For real. It's good to see you, Ike. Don't worry, you weren't asleep for long. And judging by your first confession, the cradle didn't sap any of your trademark figure. Your work is done still. You did a commendable job with our shield, and now you can lay down your burden. Well, it's thanks to your bravery that I was able to deal the final blow to Leofine. And with the cradle back in our possession, I think we can consider this expedition across the seas to be a success. The team to help us gather them wouldn't see them sailing out to Ishkar. We couldn't have done it without you. Well, at least she no longer poses a threat. That is true. But I'm pretty sure she's probably out there freed, unless the animal that she was the owner of suddenly handed her over to the Temple Knights, which doesn't sound likely, to be honest. They're willing to protect eyes as fiercely as they can protecting kittens. Undo are moved by our might. Wait, do Gaily Cat protect little kittens? I had no idea. Wait, is that actual lore? I just know the Gaily Cat as one of the minions, but I know they're also an enemy in some places. You're equally as impressive. I should learn to sun drop dance myself, so I want to strike a figure half as fierce as yours. The students seem to have everything well in hand. The antelope is likely eager to see it. We should return to Ishgard as soon as we can. Ah, the heroes of the day have returned. Thanks to your valor, the threat of Leofine poses no more. What's more, not a single life was lost. On behalf of the Temple Knights, allow me to express my utmost gratitude to you all. You don't owe me any thanks. After all, it was my fault that the crowd was so in the first place. Not only my fault to judge your delegation, to occasionally turn into a melee. It may be true that our visit to the Sea of Clouds was far from peaceful, but the bond between the Zundu and the Temple Knights has only deepened through overcoming mutual adversity. Blessings often take inscrutable forms. While we know not whether Leofine yet lives, she probably does. We do know that she can no longer reach the source of real God and power. That is true, at least. So we have little more to fear from her. Yeah, I don't think she'll do anything. She can't, literally. With the cries behind us, the common folk no longer have out of fear. It will make known the story of Leofine's schemes and the heroes who work to foil them. And in time, I hope that trust in our order will be restored. The Temple Knights shall continue to build relations with our neighbors for years to come, relations which shall form the foundation of our Ishgard's future. We would be honored if we could count you among our allies in this endeavor. You will be there, no questions asked. And with that, it's time we returned home. It's been an honor. We'll be passing through Tuliola on our way back, so if we have business in these parts, we'd love to so you could do Ashbali FTF. Before setting off, see you soon, hopefully. Alright, that is the final quest. So we're gonna unlock the Master Wall quest for Dawn Trail, which I'm not gonna do today, but we'll unlock them. I'll probably do them soon though. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I wanna finish first Pastel Palette's story, which I mean the last moment that you saw I did it on stream. But I don't think I'll finish it on stream because I'm already getting a bit tired of streaming today. And as I said before, I'll really only stream if I feel like it. I wasn't even gonna stream this part. I kind of just felt like it again. Since these aren't really the types of content that I would stream. It's like more of like if I want to stream, I'll stream it and it'll link out and stuff. So only if I feel like it. And seeing as we've already done 2 streams today, I'll probably just finish it off stream. Maybe I'll like when I start a new unit story, because I'm pretty sure that before season 2, because I'm only watching the required story context for a season, like the anime for Bandery. I'm pretty sure there's like another band story or something. So if there is, maybe I'll do it on stream, or at least partially, maybe not. I probably won't do the entirety of it on stream, because I'm pretty sure they're like 2 hours long. Just from what I looked up, like the Pastel Palette story was like 2 hours long. So that is just considering like raw footage. I usually take my time to read, even longer if it's on stream, because I like yapping and stuff. And then, you know, we can also talk and stuff. So I probably won't do it on stream, but I guess I could do a little bit. Who knows? But I mean, I guess if you see me live, then that means I'm doing that at least a little bit on stream. But I'll just go with the vibes, to be honest. But yeah. This guy for so long and I almost forgot what it's like to sweat, but I remember now, you can be sure. So there you are, I was afraid we wouldn't see you before we left. We arrived not long ago and apprised Brookhaven of everything that happened. This is the longest I've spent away from our village, but even though Tuldiolal and Ishgar were like entirely different worlds to me, I was only ever treated with kindness. Is there anything the matter with Nintuawa? Maybe about the future of the village, because I feel like the finale of these quests have always been them learning something from abroad and like considering a new future for their village. Our people have always been self-sufficient, but the Ishgardians in the Zundu showed that looking to your neighbor can reveal a way to the harshest difficulties. And you heard Enloop, the bond between Ishgard and Okaizundu was only made deeper through their shared ordeal. To trust another to such a degree, well, I think it's a goal we should all strive toward. We have at least one friend like that, don't we? He who bent his ears to every note of the narwhal's lullaby without a shade of fear in his eyes. Thank you, Silva. Aww. For believing in us, for believing that no matter the outcome, your actions would not be in vain. In so doing, you taught me the worth of fighting alongside allies you can trust. You're right. It's our faith in our allies and their faith in us that gives us the courage to protect each other. But approaching someone with open arms doesn't mean they'll accept you. The relations between our people and our neighbors have been strained by generations of mistrust, and we must take care to mend them properly. If we can do that and learn to look towards the future hand in hand, then there will be no need to use the cradle ever again. People can sleep and dream untroubled, unawakened with bright eyes. I want to see those days come to pass. Me too. Then you and I can finally spend more time together. Aww. Right, of course. If we're going to see this future, then we should get back to our village. They'll be overjoyed to see the cradle returned. Thank you for everything, so next time we meet, may we both have good news to share. I wonder if there's gonna be any returning characters with the Master Role quest line, or if they're just gonna go on a completely separate route around the leader. Cause like, what makes her the leader? What exactly does she do? Like, what's her plans? Like, is there actually anything going on, or is it just another silly kind of? I mean, I wouldn't say silly, but like not too much of a threat. Like, I want an actual threat or something. I don't know. But I have my doubts. It should be right here, right? That quest was not there before. Yeah, and it seems all of them are gonna show up. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that today. But that is the final, well, the Royal Master quest line for Dawn Trail. The combat one. There's one for crafters too, which I need to do 3 more. I say 3 more, but I am never doing them because my fisherman's at level 70. So, look at this. Everything's at level 100 except Fisher, and I cannot be bothered to level it for probably a long time. So, who knows? What else? Well, I want to check on the others as well. What about Endwalker? And Shadowbringers, actually. Let's check Shadowbringers first, which is in the Crystarium. I know I've done the Royal Master quest lines, the combat ones, for both of them, both Endwalker and Shadowbringers. Well, what about the Crafter and Gatherers? Well, the only ones missing in Shadowbringers is the Fisherman one. Everything else I see we have done. Well, if we go over to New Game Plus. Okay, there's only 2 of them, which makes me assume that yeah, one is for Shadowbringers and the other one is for... Wait, what? Wait, does that mean there's none for Shadowbringers, or is it Shadowbringers and Endwalker? I don't know if they released the Master one for Dawn Trail yet. But it seems to be just one for each, which means at least it's for sure that there's no like Gatherer Master quest line and then like Crafters. It's both of them combined, which makes sense. What about Endwalker? How far are we? I mean, I can't complete them because my Fisherman's not leveled. For Shadowbringers I need level 80. For Endwalker I need level 90 for all classes. And for Endwalker I need for Dawn Trail I need level 100. There's quite a few actually. I can do them eventually. There is 3 of them, and then of course one of them is the Fisherman one. But yeah, anyways, I'm not in a rush. I want to focus on Dawn Trail stuff, so that can wait. Let's go back to Tuliolal. Yeah, the next one I'll do is probably the Royal Master quest line. But I think we're gonna end it here for now. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you on